That's honestly super tragic. I'm praying for the recovery of, the kid, and I hope everybody gets the help that they need.
Tonight on DC News Now, a 13-year-old boy who was shot in the leg at a Maryland mall is out of the hospital. The quick response and lingering safety concerns at the Wheaton Mall. President Trump sharing harsh words for U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro over her decision to drop charges against the former Olympian accused of damaging the reflecting pool.
She folded like an umbrella.
What this could mean for the future of Pirro's job as the district's top prosecutor.
We're looking ahead to tomorrow with lower humidity and mainly dry conditions before more rain chances return for Wednesday. The latest timing coming up.
Every vote matters, every election matters.
Tomorrow is primary election day in Virginia. Everything you need to know before you head to the polls and cast your vote.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight for DC News Now at 10 o'clock. I'm Chris Flanagan. Susan Tran has the night off. A 13-year-old boy now out of the hospital after being shot inside Wheaton Mall Friday. Police arrested a 17-year-old boy within minutes and charged him as an adult. Montgomery County Police say recent security preparations helped officers and mall security respond. Our Ben Dennis has more on the response tonight in Wheaton.
Montgomery County Police tell me they conducted active shooter training within the last 2 months with mall security. That might have proved critical after an armed security guard stepped in, apprehended the 17-year-old who police say committed this violent act where children were nearby. Right now, still no possible motive has been shared. We also don't know how this teen allegedly got a gun. Families are yet again gathering near this children's play area, near where a 17-year-old reportedly shot a 13-year-old boy in the ankle.
They did their job, that's all I can see, at least from the briefing I got.
Police say the suspect ran toward Dick's Sporting Goods, where an armed security guard spotted him.
Due to his alert observations, was able to make contact with this individual, order him to the ground, and that enabled us to make that apprehension.
Dick's already restricts shoppers under 18 on weekend evenings unless they're with someone 21 or older. But the shooting happened elsewhere in the mall, and one employee wants an answer to a major question.
How did he get the gun?
For one shopper, Nick, the shooting also raises a broader question about whether young people have enough outlets to stay busy and out of trouble.
I feel like just a lack of different resources for kids, things to do outside, community, things of that nature. I think that's a really important step.
Police have increased patrols, and Commander Smith says preventing violence has to start at home.
Have the conversations with the kids about how to safely and effectively resolve disputes before it leads to violence. If we're having those intentional conversations, that's key.
Police say they're still investigating the circumstances surrounding this shooting, as well as any possible connection between the 13-year-old and the 17-year-old. The latter has been charged as an adult, including for attempted second-degree murder, first-degree assault, and several firearms offenses. In Wheaton, Maryland, Ben Dennis, DC News Now.
Also in Maryland, a Prince George's County man sentenced for a deadly carjacking nearly a decade after the crime. Prosecutors say Pharrell Williams will spend the rest of his life behind bars after being convicted for the 2017 murder of 27-year-old Wayne Pope. Investigators say Williams shot Pope while trying to steal his car at a gas station in Suitland. 33-year-old was also convicted of armed robbery and gun charges. Well, developing now at 10, a 16-year-old boy has died after being shot early Saturday morning in Woodbridge. Prince William County police say it happened at a large car meet at a shopping center. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg tells us why police are warning people across the DMV to steer clear of car meets.
Tire marks on the ground are what's left of the car meet that happened in the back of this shopping center early Saturday morning. Police say upwards of 100 people were here.
I don't think car meetups are terrible, but I think they need to be in a more organized position.
Saturday morning at about 2 a.m., Prince William County Police responded to a local hospital because a 16-year-old boy was shot in the upper body.
16-year-old just driving, really probably don't need to be out so late.
That's when they found out about the car meet at the Parkway Crossing East Shopping Center. Officers found shell casings and evidence of a fight.
These events tend to attract a younger audience, a younger crowd.
and sometimes there is some reckless or deviant behavior that tends to happen, whether it's driving behavior or something like that.
Lieutenant Jonathan Parock says the 16-year-old boy died on Sunday, and an autopsy done Monday confirmed his death was a homicide.
Why this one particularly escalated the way that it did, that's what we're really trying to figure out.
He says past meets have dispersed quickly and without problems, but these meets aren't regulated or controlled.
We encourage parents to really get involved with their kids, figure out what they're doing, make sure that they're not attending some of these meets.
Meanwhile, in Prince George's County, someone started shooting at a car meet early Sunday in the 2300 block of Beaver Road in Landover. Police responded just before 4 a.m. to a hospital for a gunshot victim. Monday, police say it turns out she wasn't shot, but was injured running away from the shooting. Police in both of these cases believe there was probably photo or videos being taken. They're asking anybody with information to contact your local police department. In Woodbridge, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
All right, let's get a first check on the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jackie Laird. Jackie, it's muggy out tonight, but tomorrow we get a little bit of a break with the humidity, at least.
We do, thankfully, and also pretty much a break from the rain, too, at least for the daytime hours. And we could see a spot shower, mainly for our southernmost counties later on Tuesday evening. But overall, like I mentioned, I think much of the region, it is dry. Satellite and radar right now showing us that front continuing to push much of that wet weather away from our area, pushing it well off the coast or even well down towards the south. Otherwise, we're watching that high pressure back out towards the Great Lakes region. That will be providing us with the quieter weather as we look ahead towards the day tomorrow, and also behind that front, that'll also be ushering in the much more comfortable air. And we're already starting to see some of that comfortable air trickling in back out towards Cumberland as well as Winchester. So eventually we'll see all these numbers coming down a bit, because especially over towards Annapolis, Waldorf, Fredericksburg, even Lexington Park and Culpeper, very, very humid out there right now. So thankfully those numbers will come down overnight. As we look towards your Tuesday, planning it out, partly sun-filled skies through much of the morning. We could see a bit more of the clouds strolling in later in the day, but we'll see those temperatures climbing back, middle 80s out there for your Tuesday afternoon. And like I mentioned, we do see, lower humidity, but what else are we tracking? There's that spot shower chance, but also more rain and thunderstorm chances, more humidity building in later this week. More on that coming up.
All right, Jackie, we'll see you then. There's more backlash to President Trump's proposed arch. The National Park Service has found that if built, it'll affect more than 30 historic sites around the district. That includes the Washington Monument, the Capitol, and Lincoln Memorial. Park Service says the arch would obstruct the view to these sites. At 250 feet, the Triumphal Arch would be the largest arch in the world, and is set to be built along Arlington's Memorial Bridge. Meanwhile, President Trump has some pretty sharp words for U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro. He says she choked. It's in response to the D.C. prosecutor dropping charges against a former Olympian accused of vandalizing the Lincoln Memorial. Tourists on the National Mall say the sudden reversal by the Justice Department really raises red flags.
And I was disappointed with Jeanine Pirro, really disappointed with Jeanine Pirro. She folded like an umbrella. And people get away with things, and it's a disgrace.
It sounds like in the moment, just things got a little confused. They didn't know all the information. They took precautions.
Sounds suspicious initially, but until you know more, I don't think that you should ask them.
And according to CNN, sources tell them the president is so furious he's actually considering removing Pirro as D.C.'s top prosecutor. Well, attorneys general from 25 states, including Virginia and Maryland, are suing the Trump administration over its latest round of tariffs. Last month, the U.S. imposed double-digit tariffs on 59 countries and the European Union, charging that they had not done enough to crack down on imports produced by forced labor. The lawsuit compares the new round of tariffs to the ones the Supreme Court invalidated. President Trump, though, is now pointing to a different section of the Trade Act of 1974. That allows the president to impose import taxes against countries found to engage in unfair trade practices. DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Election Day is tomorrow in Virginia. The primary will determine who appears on the ballot in November's general election. Election officials expect turnout to be lower than a general election, as they typically are, but they say the primary is still a really important step. They say every polling location in the Commonwealth will have curbside voting available for voters who cannot make it inside. On our morning show, Sunrise on the Hill, the director of elections in Arlington County, reminding voters what they need before casting their ballot.
So the important thing to know about tomorrow's election is that it is a primary election. So you need to go vote at your regular neighborhood polling location that's been assigned to you by the Department of Elections. And when you go to vote, you need to remember to take some form of ID with you.
All right, keep in mind, polls open at 6 a.m. They close at 7 p.m. Anyone in line by 7 will still be allowed to vote. Officials say most results will come in tomorrow night, but mail ballots can still arrive after Election Day. We, of course, will be following the Virginia primaries closely here at DC News Now. You can find the latest results on air and online at dcnewsnow.com. Just search Virginia elections. Well, day 4 of training camp now in the books for the Washington Commanders. And for the first time this summer, they had their pads on while hitting the field in Ashburn. We're less than 2 weeks now from their first preseason game, believe it or not, against the Dolphins. Players say practicing with their pads on cranked up the pressure, making training more intense than usual, and they were met with a whole lot of physicality.
The emphasis on competing this year and just kind of going all out, kind of leveling up a little bit has definitely been felt. Like, I thought today was great.
All right, sounds good. And coming up in our next half hour, we'll hear from DC News Now Sports Director Derek Forrest on what the Commanders are expected to see on day 5 of training camp. A big leap forward for women's sports. The inaugural games for the Women's Pro Baseball League took place over the weekend. This is the first Women's Pro Baseball League since the 90s. The Los Angeles Queens beat the New York Heights. Right now, the league has just 4 teams. All games are being played out in Springfield, Illinois, but each team will play 15 games before the playoffs begin next month. That is cool to see. All right.